Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I am reviewing Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. This e-arc was kindly sent to me by Wednesday Books as part of a blog tour, so thank you so much to Wednesday Books for sending this arc my way. This is a YA fantasy about a girl named Kalia who lives in a world where basically people have magic that is basically like illusion magic and like basically whatever. You can do whatever you want with it pretty much. Like there really aren't very clearly defined limits to this magic system. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. But essentially, she is one of very few people who are born with magic as opposed to people who have learned it. So she is a lot more powerful. And essentially, she feels like she's not living up to her full potential at the place where she is and where this douchey guy determines what she can and can't do. So she wants to go to the city and enter a contest where they're looking for basically whoever is the most top-notch stage magician, etc., etc. So she goes there and enters this contest, and she is the only female contestant, and of course, this is a world where people are super, super biased towards women, so they basically just assume that anyone who's going to be auditioning for this contest is a guy. So when she shows up, they're like, holy crap, who are you? Like, why are you a girl doing this? Blah, de blah. But she gets in anyway. They are impressed enough with her to kind of go like, okay, fine, I guess we'll see how this turns out. And so the whole time, even though she's clearly the best out of everyone they have, they basically just kind of underestimate her all the time. Or they think she's cheating, like, or they basically just pay attention to stupid stuff about her instead of what actually matters. So like there's an instance where she saves everybody by doing a bunch of magic and then she faints. And then of course, as soon as she wakes up, she just thinks, oh no, they're just going to make this all about how I fainted. And so that kind of stuff like happens all the time because people are like horrible to women, and that actually is very reflective of kind of reality and how when you pay attention to, let's say, like female celebrities and whatnot, the stuff that people pay attention to is like stupid shit that they wouldn't give men crap for. So that's like kind of what this girl is dealing with in this competition, and I really identified with that aspect of the story because that's a lot like what I've dealt with as a female playing music, all of that. So it's really, really weird, but it's a really good book, and it makes such a good commentary on that sort of thing. So also another thing I loved about this book is that the main character is really badass. Like she's not just kind of your cut and dry, like whatever. She really has a personality. She is so badass and so confident, and I loved reading about her. She's incredible. Also, the pacing of the story is really good. I think right off the bat, even the very first chapter, the book does a really good job of sucking you in. What I did kind of want more from, and what kind of didn't really work for me, is in large part kind of just the magic system as a whole, because I mean the whole book really revolves heavily around the use of magic in this world, and there really aren't clearly defined limits at all. You can basically do whatever, and it's really not defined very well, not described that well, like what the system even is, because it almost feels like there is no system. You can just do whatever. And I felt like that weakened the story a little bit. I think that there could have been a little bit of some kind of system of what people can actually do with their powers, because it feels like it can be whatever. And so that didn't really work for me. And then another thing too is that the main character Kalia is right off the bat really powerful, and she is the best of the best, like easily. And I kind of felt like, you know, I personally enjoy reading about people who are not the best of the best and then they have to kind of get better, that sort of thing. So since right off the bat, from the very beginning of this story, she is automatically powerful just because she was born with magic, whereas most people have to learn it. And I kind of felt like, why, you know, like I know that that's not really part of the story or anything, but I still felt like it would have been a little bit more interesting had she been some kind of underdog and not necessarily just automatically know how to do everything perfectly. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars and I highly, highly recommend it. It is so, so good. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have read this book and what your thoughts are, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!